So a lot of times when we think bed and breakfast, we think charming. We think, why bed and breakfast? Why should I stay at a bed and breakfast? And the first thing I think about is the hospitality and where I'm staying. So we're actually at Gables Bed and Breakfast Inn. And so we happen to have Linda here, and she's the owner. So we're going to actually ask her some of these questions so she can tell you about the place. And of course, we just got done eating a great meal, so we got the first part of it, and then of course tomorrow morning we get the second helping, I guess, at breakfast. Tell us about your inn and the bed and breakfast, and how long you've been in existence here, and maybe a little bit about the history of this building here.
We've been open 28 years this past April. We opened in 1990. And our fare does include your evening meal and breakfast, which is not always common among bed and breakfast. We're in a rural area, so finding a place to eat can sometimes be challenging.
Right.
Also, the time zone changes a mile from us, from Central to Eastern time zone. So when we have people coming from Central time zone, it's an hour later here, so they can't get to other places real easily. So we include the evening meal, and we serve that, and then breakfast is family style. That's the country part of our presentation.
So tell us about the structure itself, because this has got a huge porch, like big enough for more people than what are going to stay here. Tell us a little bit about the porch and the rooms, and we walked to the back and you had a small pool, and you kind of have another porch there. So tell us a little bit about that.
We have 10 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. And we were going to build a log home, and my husband wanted to build it, and he wanted it to be rectangular. I said, how big can it be? And he gave me the dimensions. And I drew the floor plan on graph paper, and then we gave it to an architect who did the floor plans. I drew the floor plan so that my mother could live with us, and we had 2 children still at home, and we thought, well, we'll have some extra rooms to rent out. And I came back to do a different occupation, and things happened that we didn't get to do the second one. Mother didn't want to live with us. The 2 daughters moved out, so we had 7 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms and no income. And I decided we'll add bathrooms to these 2 bedrooms. Ended up being 2 new bedrooms with bathrooms, which made the total of 10. And I feel that I am where I need to be, and doing the bed and breakfast and extending a sense of welcome to the people of that come into our area is very gratifying. And it gives me a sense of knowing that I've made someone's life more relaxing and more peaceful. And a comment we get quite a lot is, it's so quiet. And they like that.
We're actually sitting on the porch, and it's Sunday evening, and what you can hear is the crickets are in the background. We see a couple horses out in the field, so there's not, visibly off the porch here, you're not looking at another structure that's out there. It's actually a field. And you kind of get that. You kind of get that feel where you should just sit on the porch all night.
And a lot of people come, and that's what they want to do. They, most of them live in cities that are busy, and they come here for a quiet time, and they like to be out of doors in nature, or to visit the historical sites that are in our area. And it's gratifying. It's gratifying to see people come and leave feeling good that they've come and want to come back.
So if you had to tell someone the one thing in your house that they need to look at when they come, what would it be? Because I saw that you had some roosters, which are like bowls, and then it's a rooster on top, which is, my mom has that, so I know that's old, but What would you point out inside there that is?
The one object that I get the most questions about, and the most people want to buy, is the green dental cabinet in the family room.
Right.
And that was an impulse item, the only thing I ever bought at auction. And I bought it with the intent of putting my napkin rings and silver things in it. And the drawers are too shallow. I couldn't use it. But when you open the middle door in the top part, you can still smell the antiseptic from the dental. And I had someone this week said, please, would you sell that to me? And I said, no. That is the one that gets the most comments. Some of the furniture has family meaning.
Right.
My mother and father were married in front of the hall tree in the entry hall.
Okay.
And the table that has a cover over it, my aunt gave that back to me, said I learned to walk holding on to the legs.
Oh.
And so a lot of the furnishings we have history to us.
Right.
The second comment is the pictures on the wall.
Right.
Because those are parents and grandparents of my husband and I.
Oh, wow.
So there are a lot. Not everyone has the advantage of being able to have so many pictures.
Right.
Going back so many different generations.
So we have to ask you, where are you located at?
We are on the outskirts of the historic 1880s village of Rugby, Tennessee. And it is the location of the big South Fork River and Recreation area.
Right.
And the Chateau Trace Trail will be coming through Rugby.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So the perfect location, very easy. If you want to go and check Rugby out, the historical, you can very easily. What do you think the distance is into town from here?
We're 1 mile west of the visitor center.
So if they wanted to check you out, you have a website, right?
I do. It's GrayGablesBedAndBreakfastInn.com or RugbyTN.com.
And you want to make sure it's Gray with an E.
Gray with an E.
Yeah.
I do not have the price in my brochures, but if you go to the website, you can see the price.
There you go. This is just the most relaxing, the perfect place if you want to come and experience what it would be like, where it's calm, it's relaxing, and but you're still somewhere where you can go and visit all the natural parks that are around and the state parks. So.
And when my guests leave, I offer everybody a hug. And I've only had 2 refuse in the 28 years.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, and I look forward to having people come visit with me.
All right. Thanks, Linda.